Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Altcoin Daily with Bitcoin Gorilla. Well, I am back today to talk to you about OGN. As I'm talking to you, OGN has returned back to 0.26 thanks to the entire crypto community crashing this week. In fact, since last week, the market has not been feeling fine as we see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest all dumping and slashing and breaking support. In fact, Bitcoin broke the 30k support. Now, who is OGN to survive the dump? So we see OGN that was able to break out in March 2022 to 0.88, returning back to the support range where it left at 0.26. So the question now is OGN what you buy more, or is it a trap if you buy more at this current price? Or should you be buying actually more OGN? In my last analysis, I talked about OGN making the return to this particular support range where we are. I said we shouldn't cross below 2.4. I said at least we should see 3.4 and 0.34. We shouldn't cross 0.24. I said that, and they are back and we are at 0.26 thanks to the dump. OGN, is this an opportunity or is it a trap for anyone buying this current price? Is OGN still worth your sleepless night? These are the questions I will answer when we are back right now.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left.
So welcome back. So this is the chart. We're back to the chart. Let's try to answer these questions by looking at OGN on multiple time frames. So we're going to be looking at the daily chart. We're going to be looking at the weekly chart. We're going to be looking at the 4 hours chart and the monthly chart. We're going to try to understand what is happening. Last video, I talked about price returning, but then we are back to the same point where we have the bulls reacting heavily. So we see that if I zoom in, this is weekly chart. So I'm starting the analysis on weekly chart. And what you're seeing here is the Bitcoin Gorilla box. I've already drawn the box. So what we are seeing here is a breakout. So we had a mini sideways market which looked like an accumulation, and after the accumulation the sign of breakout happened right here. Now this breakout, if we are to connect the seller's line, we see that this breakout is from a seller's line that began at the very last all-time high that this coin has ever made. So from 1.4 price has been dumping and until when we broke it during March, according to what the chart is saying right here. So we broke it right here, somewhere around there, and we had the retest and they had the breakout, right? So one thing about this entire thing you're seeing here is very more obvious on daily. So let's go to daily chart and we're going to see that breakout more easier. So you can see the breakout. So this is the seller line right there. Let's get it right. I'm going to zoom in so that you see the candle more boldly. Good. So this is the seller line, and they had multiple torches and the breakout. So we had, now for a seller line to be valid, we need a minimum of 2 torch, and this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. They broke out right here and then they went sideways, of which we endured, and after that price again broke out from that sideways, because by the time we connect the sideways that happened in the chart, it will be somewhere around here, right? So we had a sideways market, and the sideways seems to be like a sign of accumulation. It means capital was entering the market but price did not literally move. But that happened after we hit the main important support range, and that is this range. Now I talked about this support range in my last video. Please, it's good for you to watch my videos because most of my video are a continuation of a prediction. I just keep updating you to see how it's playing out, and don't forget to leave in the comment section. I understand most of the support we talked about has been broken in major coins. In fact, I wonder what coin has not broken its own support. and we saw that coming. OGN, we talked about the pullback. I said the pullback was going to stop right here. So this is where we talked about the pullback stopping, right? Because why? This is where the retest will be over, because this is the sideways that they went through, right? They went through a sideways for a period of time, and then they broke out. Mind you, this is the daily chart I am on right now, so you take note of the chart. They went through a period of sideways, in fact, since February all the way to March. That's like 2 months of sideways market, and that sideways market had its breakout. So if we were going to retest, aren't we supposed to make the top of the retest as our support? But because of the pressure, like I said, if I zoom in, you find out that yesterday candle was probably the biggest red candle it has seen since it started the retest. So every time there's a breakout, there's a retest. So what we are seeing is a retest of the broken sideways, right? So we see this is how it worked. So first of all, we broke the seller's line right here, and they went up, they came back for a retest, right? And after the retest, they started making a sideways. Now on the sideways, we also broke the sideways, right, which now is a horizontal line. We broke the sideways to the upside. So what they are doing now is they are still coming back for a retest. Now you will tell me, but the retest has gone so deep. Well, of course, you've not seen a new high since the retest started, because all we've been seeing is lower highs, and that's a sign that the retest is not over. We know the retest is over when we finally see a new high, because here you can see the breakout was easy to dictate, because here we can see a clear new high. You can see this high is clearer than this, is up and above it, so showing us a sign that bulls are in the market. So of course, why did I say that it's very possible that where we are is a good buy point? Yes, I will tell you why. Now this is daily chart. I will tell you what I'm saying according to the Bitcoin Gorilla box. I'm going to explain what I'm saying. So remember that access into Makaveli traders is open. If you want to trade live with me, now I come to YouTube and I do this analysis. I am building a family of traders that actually trade live with me. So it's not like I come here to give you stories. You are going to trade live with me. You're going to see my struggles, my wins, my losses, how I manage trade, my reactions, because I share every trade with you, and not just shared with you. I share the insight, and the whole entire house discusses. This is the family that I'm building. So this family trade the market with me every day, and especially we trade futures, and I'm a high leverage trader. So I'm very cautious. So I'll stand with you. I'll be like a mentor. Have you been with somebody who teaches you how to trade, and not just teach you, walk with you through it for life? That's what Makaveli Traders is. After you come into Makaveli Traders, I personally will train you on how to understand, read this chart, and become independent. Every Makaveli Traders is trained to be independent trader, but yet we work like a family. We eat together, right? But you should be able to stand on your own, so you don't depend on anybody. This is why we don't give signals. It's a family, and it's a one-time payment for a lifetime access. It's very cheap, but mind you, we made it very cheap so that every time the admission door opens into Makaveli Traders, the access fee increases by 9%. So the earlier you get in, the better. When you come in, you are going to be trading live with me. My analysis here are higher time frame. In the house, I trade 4 hours, and I also scalp the market at 15 minutes. Mind you, I'm a very high leverage trader. I trade 125x. Like I said, I'm not bluffing. When you come into the house, I trade live with you. I share my insight on the go with you. You can even ask me what coin you are on, and I'll give you direct insight on the coin, mentor you, and put you through a trade. Every trade I'm taking, you are taking with me. I'm walking with you through it. I'm telling you why I'm exiting it, and together we eat together daily. As long as the market is tradable. Remember, it's not all the time the market is tradable. So if you're interested, access into Makaveli Traders is only open 3 times in a year. Why? Because I also have to manage YouTube, manage the training. So the training is only 6 weeks. So this 6 weeks I dedicate it into training the people who come in before they can join the family. Because if you come in, you can't trade directly with me. I'm a high leverage trader. If you want to know more about me, you can visit Makaveli Traders so that you see for yourself. You can come and see for yourself. It's very open. The door to Makaveli Traders is open, and it's cheap. If you come in, you don't see what you're looking for. It's for serious traders. So if you think you're looking for signals, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to find it easy. You are going to walk the walk with me. So you're going to see me in action live, and daily you're going to walk. There's nothing as important and having somebody who walks with you through every single trade on futures. Your entry, your exit, manage you and see how you break down. This is done collectively as a family. So you should understand it's very, very important that we make it very limited access. It's not for everybody, just for the serious one. And the good thing is when you come in, I share my trading books so that you equip yourself, and we make you. The goal is to create independent, consistently profitable traders. We'll teach you how to keep your losses very minimal, never to see liquidations again. With my trading laws, you will never see liquidations again. And if my strategy can run 125x, trust me, I don't know the leverage you trade, but my strategy will be able to stand it. I'm not bluffing. Come see for yourself. The door to Makaveli traders is open, so come in and come and see for yourself. So meanwhile, let's get back into this trade. If you're interested in really trading life with me for the rest of my life, just make sure you don't forget that the access into the Makaveli traders is closing by 23rd of May. In few weeks time, the door will shut down. Then it will be see you again in October. So back to OGN. So OGN right now, like I said, is back to a very wonderful, brilliant range. Why? In the past, this range has done nothing but good. How? You see the protection zone. I talked about price actually reacting around this thing. I said when price get to this point, price is going to pull up fast, and price did just that. You see fast pull. So what we are seeing here is looking like this. Now before I start talking about what I'm seeing, I'll talk about forecasting. It has not happened yet, so I'm going to forecast it. The forecast is I need a sign from the bulls on the daily to confirm that they are still with me in this particular support. What are the sign I'm looking for? So I'm going to share it with you, so you watch out for this sign. First of all is I need price to close at least either exactly above this line or a little above it. I want price to somehow close above 0.3. That way you see that the forceful red candle, this is daily chart, the forceful red candle we had yesterday, which was as a result of Bitcoin breaking 30k, that's 2k support, can at least be 50% recovered. The money that was lost yesterday should be recovered. What this does is it's going to help us to maintain, it's going to help us and give us a sign that yes, there is capital, buyers, bulls lying between this zone. Yes, that's what I see. So this particular range, if this holds 50% return, money returning back into the market, is telling me that, hey, did you see that? The bulls just reacted. How? If $100 left the market and instantly somebody else returned $50, it means it just takes a little time before the rest of the money complete, because it's too quick. Under one day, we are recovering 50% of the dump before that. And don't be surprised, they could still move up. So what that tells me is a bull sign on this support. So what should I expect? Then I expect the next candle, because if that happens, first of all, I notice one thing is, don't forget the fact that this red candle is huge, right? So we see that the red candle, the green new candle, of course, it's having like 5 hours before close, so we can't conclude. This is why I'm not making the mistake. Either it closes like that, or I need it to close as inverted hammer. Inverted hammer is something like this, right? So I need it to close as bullish inverted hammer, so that we can have a sideways for a while, and the move could likely continue, right? Is a sign. But at least I need this candle to give me a more powerful, suitable, because inverted hammer is not strong enough to give us any confirmation. It's an indecision candle. It doesn't really say anything. I need it to at least close beautiful half of this red candle to show me a sign that the bulls reacted. But because what this is going to do is, if I go to weekly chart, it's going to be a week. So you see it. So if they can pull up, it will look something like this. It will look something like this. Like this red candle. So if they can pull up at least to this point, it will be like a hammer on support, right? So I don't want them closing a full body candle, like pulling all the way back down. Not good. I need them to half it. It's going to create a sign of buy pressure. It's going to create a sign of reaction from the bulls on the support. It's going to give us a sign and guarantee to go ahead and see what happens with the next candle, because just this particular candle does not prove anything. We need a follow through candle. So after this candle closed, now we're back to the daily chart. After this candle closed, then the next candle need to give us a confirmation by breaking to the upside. So tomorrow should be a follow through candle, right? So even if we open and push a little down or go up, at least we need tomorrow to at least start pushing back up, right? Break above this inner baby bar, because it's an inside bar. Inside bar meaning the red candle completely covers it. The red candle top is here, the bottom is here. So the green candle, even though it's bullish, is still a threat. It's no trust. It's not something you can trust, right? So I can't trust it. No, I need more confirmation. I need more reason, more proof to tell me that this is what trusting, right? Because I'm going to risk my money on this, right? And I want to be sure that I am not making the wrong decision. So this is why patience is a virtue in trading, right? It's good to have patience, because patience is going to help you make the right decision. If we are patient, then the next candle should prove to us if this candle is worth buying or not. If I see the next candle breaks above this particular candle, then of course I'm going to buy more of OGN, because I'm going to add to my position. But I do see that happening, right? I really see the chances are high that these bulls are going to keep putting pressure to actually have a sideways. Either they have like multiple candle overlapping each other, like a sideways, like they did here, and then we start seeing price returning back up, which will be very beautiful, right? And we see price return all the way to 0.4, 0.43, 45, 46, and then pull back and all of that, right? This struggle is going to mean a lot. But to understand this better even more, I want to take the chart to 4 hours chart. Now this is 4 hours chart, and this is how everything look like. So we're going to use the Bitcoin Gorilla box again to make sense of what is happening. So you see the box is telling us that the point, in fact the box immediately touched the box, I knew it was time to buy, right? Because I know that the box is telling me, if you look closely, the bulls are still keeping bullish market structure. So let's zoom in and see if that is true. It means the last low should not go lower than the other previous low, and we can see clearly right here the bulls are of course keeping the market structure. So of course this is the last low of the previous time, and so we see, did you see, you see this low is still higher than this low, and this low is still higher than this low. So if they can maintain this low, they can pull, of course there could be a pullback. So here's what I see. Let's zoom in and let me show you what I'm saying, how it's going to be. So first of all, they need a second leg to the support. What do I mean by a second leg? This is what I mean. I mean this is what I expect. Now we're on 4 hours chart. I expect them to move push back. Why? Is to retest this support range, right? To give us a higher low. I don't need them to go lower again. I need them to make something like this, make a higher low, and then come back right up and sit on it, right? And then come out like this move, right? Until they return to this 0.44 range, right? So, and then 44 range to 4.6 and pull back, right? Something like that. So I do see them recovering, but they have to hold the current point first, right? They have to hold the current point first. And here's the thing again. I see, first of all, we need to return back above 0.4. That's very important, very important. We need to leave this range We need to completely leave this range. When we're able to return above 0.4, then we know the most important next thing is to get above 0.4 to get to 0.6. So because 0.6 has another resistance, so we could get to 0.448, 0.4648 and react down, and then pull back, and then we start moving, and then something like that. So of course there's going to be a lot of reaction because of all this place. You can see there's no particular point, that's why I treat it as an area, but I know one particular thing is they're going to get reacted around this range, right? Because they will be forced to pull back, right? So I'm going to zoom out. They will be forced to pull back. Remember, if you like this analysis, it's simple price action and very easy to understand. I have trading laws that you can trade with it that will help you stop losses, prevent liquidations, keep you from FOMOing, and keep you in check. It's very, very simple, and it deals easily with of course sideways market. It helps you know the best time to get in and get out of trading, because mostly is important about timing, your timing. So this box, you can see it already told us right exactly where we should have entered and buy a little more. One thing about me, I like buying in percentage. I don't enter all my trade position at once. I buy it as price goes my way. Of course, the last time I talked about we buying at this 0.24 range, right before the pump, and then we had the pump, and I talked about the pullback that is coming, and if you're patient enough, then we can get another buy opportunity. And of course, this buy opportunity has presented itself. Remember, this is no financial advice. Please do your own research. It's very important that you do your own research, but I do see us recovering back above 0.8. In fact, possibly. Remember, the goal still remains. First of all, we need to see $1, and first, we know we're gotten our first target once we get to $1, but we're going to go above $1. But first, we need to see $1. Then we know we've gotten the first target. Then we talk about the second target. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla, and if you have enjoyed this analysis, do not forget to subscribe. Leave your comment below and tell me what you think about this analysis, what you see happening in OGN, how yesterday was for you, because I would like to tell you, I did not even look at my coin yesterday. In fact, I completely took my eyes off my portfolio. I just take all my coin and just forget it there. For now, all I'm trading is futures, because I understand why it's important for one to learn futures, to be able to hedge their account. This is why I've made myself available. If you want to learn futures, even if you've never traded before, come, you will learn with me and trade life with me, and I will stand by you through your trading journey as you grow and grow with me and watch me grow, and together we build Makaveli traders. You are welcome to join us. Access is currently open, and if you are interested, please don't forget it's for serious traders. So when you come into the house, it's not going to be an easy cheap signals. We don't give signals, but we share our trades with you. We don't call it signals, we call it sharing. Love. There's love in sharing. So if I share my trade with you, tell you everything I'm seeing, and we eat together, everybody wins, right? I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. Thank you for watching, and happy trading.